Welcome to the stream, guys. Like the title says, we are going to be in Raceroom today, and we are going to be doing my first race using sim racing systems, like ranked lobbies that they have set up for the different sims. If you didn't read the description, we will be in GT3 cars today. I can actually double check real quick. So we don't have a huge grid, it looks like. We got 3, 6, 8 cars all together. So it's not going to be a massive race, but I'm honestly not mad about that being my first race using SRS. I kind of wanted a smaller grid just so I can have a little bit more room without having to worry about other people around me too much and just see how everybody drives, because I actually have not even done any online races in Raceroom because I was just having a lot of issues keeping the game running stably for some reason. And I finally got it worked out, and I'm not sure exactly honestly what fixed it, but for like the last 4 or 5 days I've not had a single crash, so fingers crossed during the race we don't have any issues either. Anyways, I'm just going to do a few more checks to make sure everything in the stream's working properly. Hopefully I have the audio levels set alright for the game. They should be about where I want them to. I don't think I actually have changed them since I did my Raceroom video. And then after that we'll jump in and do just a few practice laps to get warmed up and wait for the race to get started. We got about 27 minutes till the race actually is ready to start, so got a decent little bit of time to put some laps down. I did do practice last night too, just to re-familiarize myself with the circuit, because I have not raced here in a little while. Anyways guys, I'm going to finish these checks up and then I'll get the webcams and everything turned on and we'll get started. Alright, I was gonna say, hopefully I didn't bump my webcam when I was doing a little bit of cleaning in here yesterday. Looks like everything's still positioned right. Anyways, guys, let's bring up the SRS screen so you can see who we're gonna be up against today. So looks like we have a couple more AMGs, Corvette, couple Porsches. Not a huge grid. Looks like for the most part, everybody else has done some racing here in SRS. Me and the guy here in the back, we both still have yet to do our first races, it looks like, so hopefully this rating actually means something for their driver level and they actually drive pretty clean. I really don't want to get taken out my first race. Like I said though, I plan on trying to give everybody a decent little bit of room, giving them just the space so I don't get any kind of accidents and we can just get through the end of the race no issues. Like I said though, we're going to go ahead and jump in, just do a little bit of practice here at Algarve and try to get warmed up because I have not done any driving yet today on my sim, and probably would be a good idea to get a little bit of practice in before we get started. Now the Mercedes AMG is a fairly easy driving car, I want to say, compared to some of the other ones. Like the Porsche can be a little difficult. It is definitely quick. I'm just not the hugest fan of how they drive coming out of corners, because if you get on throttle a little too early, they just on throttle understeer horribly off track, so not really my favorite car to drive, although it is a really fun car. For our practice, we will be doing just sorry, for practice we're just going to do some AI races here. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get over all the congestion and stuff from where I was sick. No, I did not have COVID-19. The weather here in Indiana where I live has just been warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, and I always get respiratory infections, bronchitis and stuff really easy from when I used to smoke, and it's just a recurring thing I have to deal with whenever the weather gets like this. This winter actually though, I was really fortunate and didn't get sick nearly as much as I normally would, but I did get sick a couple times and it was absolutely horrible. Since I've actually quit smoking and started vaping, it's definitely made a big difference, but I've been slipping up the last couple weeks with my daughter being home so much, and well, I have two daughters, and with my oldest being home this whole time, I've just been super stressed out and been falling back on the old cancer sticks here and there, and I can really tell in my breathing and stuff, it's just really started to cause me to get congested, and I'm pretty sure that's what let me get sick again so easily. It's definitely one of the worst parts about living in Indiana though. We just have these horrible, literally in 1 week you can go through all 4 seasons no problem during multiple points throughout the year. It's just ridiculous how our weather is here. I guess that's just what you get though for living in the Midwest. If I had the option, I definitely would not still live here. Personally, I'm a massive hater of cold weather. I love the snow. It's okay every now and then, but our winters are so long and so cold, it's just miserable. This winter though, I gotta say, it was the most mild winter just about I can remember us ever having in the 30 years I've been alive and lived in Indiana. Normally we have just horrible snow, just really, really bad winters, but this one we barely had any snow at all. It was really mild all year. Really just could not have asked for much more. Oh, the GTR was real slow coming up the hill. So, as you can probably already tell, this is a really stable car, but it does get twitchy very easily if you have to make really quick adjustments and you're already kind of dedicated to a line on throttle. As I say, I know there was a car on my left hand side there. I forgot to turn the crew chief on, so I have no spotter right now. Really wouldn't mind so much if I actually had like a triple screen or was playing VR or something, but here on a single screen, spotter is like almost a necessity. Oh, way too much speed there. Well, since we're gonna have to restart, actually, you know what? I wonder if I can get it to come up after I'm already in the game. I don't know if this is gonna work. Almost couldn't see crew chief there behind my wheel.
Radio check. I'm your spotter for today.
Alright, let's pop in, restart the race, and see if it works. I think I'm gonna have to restart the game. I don't think this will actually work out, me doing it this way. But we're gonna see.
Okay, Jeff.
Oh wow, it actually works. Was not expecting that. Set my mouse right on top of my phone and monitor the stream. Whoa! I have no idea what the AI was doing there. He just slowed down all of a sudden. That Audi must have been kind of slow ahead of him. If you guys notice, I am slowing down way early in this corner, but the AI are like really iffy about when they're going to brake there and how hard they're going to brake. I don't want to end up just going right in the back of them on the first lap. Just sent it there, like full commitment. I know from the practice races I did do last night, the AI, you can kind of like just throw it in there in that corner and be able to get around them as long as you get your line right.
Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. E5.
Ooh, a little too early on the throttle there. Supposed to be out real wide in the corner.
Clear on your right.
Oh! Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm definitely going in his door.
No one around you. Swing past, mate.
I have a feeling that Audi being right on his bumper made him take a really odd line through there.
Still there.
Oh! AI is getting real crazy right now. I have no idea why they get on their brakes right through there. All you gotta do is lift off the throttle for a second before you come over that crest. Let the car get grip and settle, and then get back on throttle and you're fine.
147. Well done, Jack. Great move. Keep it up. P3.
I did it again. I've been trying to figure out where exactly I should be getting back on throttle in that corner. I'm just having a really hard time getting the line right.
Gap 2, Gerhardt behind us now, 0.6.
That was definitely a GT3 car line. I was way wide on that one. Oh!
Yellow flag.
Hold your line.
I better go forward and turn around because there's a whole bunch of cars coming. This isn't really about me racing the position in this anyways. Just get some practice laps with other cars on the track.
Green flag, all clear.
I can't believe he got into my rear quarter like that though. That was honestly a little crazy for the AI. They're being real pushy today.
Place, 2 laps remaining. Okay, Jeff, the next car is Hackmaker.
Car on your right.
Oh,
Clear right.
thought he was going to turn in a little bit more than that. Looks like the Ronald McDonald mobile behind us there.
Stay smooth.
On your right. All clear on the right.
Had to go out wide to avoid hitting
In
him.
front is now 0.6.
Left side. Hold your line. Foot on the left.
This Corvette is... Ooh, I was way too early on that one. That Corvette is just really being ballsy for AI.
Careful, car on your right. Clear on your right.
I got real lucky there when he got on the brakes. He just kind of tapped him and wasn't actually getting on the brakes very hard because I would have straight plowed into him. I had a feeling he was going to bump me there. This Corvette is not wanting to give me any kind of space in the corners.
Easy, hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
bit more
22nd
track,
place.
could have made up
Okay,
another
it's
position
over.
there. Alright, we got 8 minutes left before our race should be starting. I'm honestly surprised I didn't finish last after getting spun like that. I really did not think I was going to be able to make up any kind of positions at all, especially with how that Corvette was just like pushing me around there. Alright, hopefully guys, this does not kill the stream. I've not actually tried streaming Raceroom, so I don't know if it's going to have a similar effect that when I end a race or leave the game in iRacing or not. Because for some reason, whenever I stream iRacing, when I quit the game or when I leave the end of a race session, it just destroys the stream. It goes black screen and stops streaming, and I have no idea why or what causes it. So fingers crossed here, this does not kill the stream. Oh, looks like we had one more person join for the registered drivers, or I miscounted earlier. I guess I could have looked right here. They do have how many drivers there are. Well guys, since we do still have a few minutes here, and I got through with that practice race a little quicker than I intended, I'm going to go ahead and throw back on the background music for you guys so it's not too boring just to sit around here with the Be Right Back screen. And I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs a little bit before the race gets started, and grab something to drink. Alright guys, it's already given me the option to go ahead and join. So we'll go ahead, pause the background music so I'm not, well, really Windows Media Player is probably the least resource hog media player I've ever seen, which blows my mind being a Windows product, so I could just leave it playing in the background, but I'm sure you guys would rather hear the cars in the race. Okay, I was gonna say, are we coming? Hopefully everything works perfectly and doesn't give me any issues. Like I said, this is my first race using SRS for Raceroom, so fingers crossed it doesn't give us any issues and just loads up fine on its own. I don't know if you guys can see here, but 61 degrees today, which compared to what we have had here in Indiana, it just feels absolutely amazing. It's been so nice to actually be able to be outside at my house a little bit without a jacket and not freeze. Okay, I was about to say, what's going on? Is it going to just jump me into the race? But I guess that answered my question. It's like, oh great, it's already not working. So I'm not entirely sure how this works out. I know the race is supposed to be 20 minutes, but I don't know if there's practice, and I don't believe there's qualifying. I think you actually are placed in the session, like, according to driver, like, rating. I don't know. I could be wrong. Ignition on, start the car.
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't remember what button is
Pit
my
exit's clear.
pit limit, so just take it easy through there.
Brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
Oh yeah, they are very cold. I've really got to get my line figured out on that hill section there. I keep coming into it way wrong. Started to veer a little bit off towards the edge of the track there.
Checkered flag, B6.
I'd like to know how it calculates that, considering I never actually got to finish a lap there, but okay. So I'm guessing this must be our qualifying session or something here. Yep, we got 9 minutes 50 seconds to qualify. If everything goes properly, that should give us roughly 5 laps worth of qualifying. I think my line's okay. I think I actually just need to be a little easier on the throttle coming through there because it like unsettles the rear of the car and causes it to kind of pitch around. Oh, that was a horrible line there.
Watch the track limits, please, Jeff.
Probably ought to shut up and just drive and try to get a good, decent qualifying lap put down. almost overshot that corner too. I think I really just need to stop pushing the car so hard till I actually get the brakes and tires heated up here. Alright, let's try to get a clean lap in here. Oh, I was trying to get it back before it would put me out of limits.
That's another cut. Track
As
limits.
soon as I was coming over that hill, I knew I was going way too fast. I think a lot of it's my nerves getting to me too, because I don't know why, but I'm really just anxious about this race, and I just want everything to go decently. You'd think that would cause me to drive a little more cautiously and safe, especially just being in qualifying right now, but... Actually, probably wouldn't have been a half bad lap if I would not have went off track. Much better that time.
Okay, Jeff, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Too much speed coming over the crest there. That's going to cost me some time. Last lap time was at 1:48.49. Sector 1 time's okay. time's good. Time was 1:47.74. Sector 3 time is quick. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I must say I'm definitely understeering off the edge there. Too much
Watch these
speed
track
again.
limits, please, Jack.
Started coming around on me a little bit there. Turning, there we go. Got back on throttle just a little too early on that one. Ooh, that time was just horrible. Well, that's the last lap of our practice, so may as well just pull off here and wait for it to finish the countdown.
Checker flags out. P6.
Alright, luckily it looks like the stream is still working fine so far. I was kind of a little worried I was going to have some issues, but looks like everything is working out pretty good. Really hoping my phone actually doesn't die before the end of the race, because that's what I'm using to monitor the stream, make sure it's alright, and just keep an eye on things, see if anybody pops in chat. I think we'll be alright, because it's not a super long race. See if everybody actually makes it on the grid for the race. I don't know if anybody or everyone was actually in.
Get ready.
Alright, so we're starting off dead last. I'm honestly not mad about that, Alex. Like I said, I am a little bit nervous about this race, and I don't want any just really stupid mistakes. I know I heard somebody crash there.
Green flag. to green behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Porsche behind us went way wide there. And I know from experience, it really slows you down when you get out on those rumble strips on the edge. Oh, the guy behind us is popcorning around a little bit there.
Car on your left. All clear on the left.
Car in front is green. This guy distract you.
Oh, super wide there.
On your right. Careful, still there. Clear on your right.
Don't give up. Keep him under pressure. Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
He is real slow through that corner there. I had to just stand on the brakes all of a sudden to avoid smacking into the back of him.
That's a new fastest lap for Kovacs. 1:43.68.
My finger's starting to come through one of the holes in my gloves. It's a little aggravating on me there. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it really, really does. Let's say I'm going wide. There's no way around it.
The gap in front is increased to 1.1. Fastest lap for
Oh no.
1:43.61. Yellow flag, stay sharp. You're clear, incident clear.
Let's say he's definitely going to end up going off into the or wouldn't be an infield wall, but
Sector
the wall
3
on
is
the
clear,
inside of the
E5.
circuit. So I definitely need to stay in second coming around that little hairpin. I guess you could still call it a hairpin. I kept going into first through all my other practice races and laps I've done here, but it just bogs the car down too much. It feels like coming out of that corner. It's already too late. I figured I may as well just commit to understeering my way through the whole corner. I gotta say, so far I'm fairly happy with how the race is going, just in terms of how everybody's driving,
off the pace.
and the race is actually staying fairly clean.
Okay, Jeff, just cut the track. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Just did the same thing he did.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag sector 3.
Fix my glove real quick. I definitely don't ever suggest driving a real race car with CDs. Definitely not the smartest idea in the world. Oh. If I wouldn't have dove into that corner so hard, I could have easily overtaken there with how bad he messed up the corner too. Come on. Try to bump the traction control settings down just a little bit here, see if we can get a little bit more drive out of the corner. This car does seem to have a fairly aggressive traction control setup. Too much throttle coming up the hill. That's the only thing about turning traction control down on this thing, on this track. I was kind of struggling with this. That corner right there is very, very easy to lose it. It just unloads the car so much. Got 5 more minutes to try to make up this distance on him and get around him. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to do it because he seems to be fairly evenly matched as far as driver skill overall. Oh, that's not a good place to hit the curb. I know that for a fact. I did suspension damage just barely clipping it in one of my early practice races trying to test my track limits and see where I can really push the car at.
To go, 5 minutes.
Rear end started coming around on me because I was trail braking a little too hard through the corner. I feel like starting to lose a little grip in the tires too. caused me to go out wide in that corner so I couldn't get back online.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. The gap to green ahead is increasing. It's now 3.1.
Rear end started to come around the throttle there.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh, I did it again. Managed to get it back in line for that corner though, so not making too many mistakes overall.
You're seeing minor wear on your left front.
Yep, I was gonna say, I can tell I'm really starting to struggle with grip on the front end. I have a feeling that last corner, well, really a lot of these corners are all right hand, but I have a feeling that last corner before you come out on the straight, coming down that hill where it kind of unloads and I get back on throttle, really has done a number on that tire because it's putting a lot of force on that corner coming down the hill. It's okay though, we've only got like one lap left to finish out. Got 5th place, I'm not mad about that at all, especially my first race here. And Raceroom in these cars, like I've literally did not drive these cars in Raceroom before today, well yesterday when I did my practice sessions on my own just to get ready for the race, so honestly I'm pretty happy with how I did today. That's all sim racing and really racing in general is. At the root of it, it's just a progression against yourself and trying to get better. If you just try to drive flat out all the time and push yourself too far and just go for the win every time, you're just going to make a lot of mistakes and never really become a better driver, or really learn what you're doing wrong. Much better that time. Oh, not there though.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy. Please, Jack.
Kind of wondering how the incidents count towards your rating here in the sim racing system. I guess we'll just have to wait till after the race is over and find out. Hopefully it does update right away. I didn't think about that. It might take a little while for it to actually update everything for us. Yeah, I've really got to stop pushing it so hard through the corners. I just don't have the front grip for it. It's just making me even slower because of it. That guy that wrecked a few laps back is actually still behind us. I'm honestly glad to see that people are just actually going through the trouble of finishing the race and just dropping out after something like that. because unless you total your car out, that's basically how it is in real racing. Or if you're
P5. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
if they like deem your car unraceable just because it could leave bits scattered along the track, like body work and stuff, obviously you can't keep racing like that. But through minor damage and stuff, you're gonna keep going and finish out the race. You're not just gonna stop. You need to get the experience and the time on track, regardless of where you finish. The guy that finished first is real quick. So yeah, we were a minute 40 seconds off his total time in a 20-minute race. I wish I could see... What? What is it connecting me to? Is there multiple races or something? Did I just not know about this? I'm honestly not, or hoping that's not the case, because I had only planned out to do one race here with SRS and Raceroom today, but I guess we're just going to see what happens. If there is another race, there's a good chance I'm probably going to drop out. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, it did not say anything about there being like multiple sessions or anything like that, so I didn't think there was. Let's go ahead and go out to the desktop. Should be able to go up here. I swear there was a refresh thing. I was almost positive it was supposed to be up here too. Anyways, let's just click on race or daily schedule. There we go. Okay, so the next race would be 2 hours 23 minutes. Then we have another one tomorrow. Same circuits, which makes sense. I feel like they probably want you to kind of progress where you're at, and I feel like it's probably like, let's see, 4.3 through 4.5, and then 4.10 through 4.12, 4.17 through 4.19. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. It's sort of like how iRacing is, I want to say, then, where you like run a few tracks over a few days, then they switch out to the new track. But it looks like on here there's about a 5-day period with no racing, which that seems kind of odd to me, but that's just how they have it set up, I guess. So next we'll be at Laguna Seca, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Laguna Seca. I've always hated racing on that circuit, like literally since like Gran Turismo 2-ish, I want to say, when I really started like getting into racing games, like really getting into racing games. I've literally played a majority of the games back to like Nintendo. As you guys can see, let me get this stuff out of the way. I do have a Nintendo controller as the background on my computer, and no, it's not just to be hip and cool because retro stuff is cool now. It's because I actually grew up playing Nintendo as a child. So like way back to the very early like Formula 1 games, I've played racing games, but I never really like took it any like remotely seriously until around the time of Gran Turismo, and like tried to actually be good at them. But ever since then, I have despised Laguna Seca. I don't know what it is exactly about the track, but I've just never been that great at it, and I always get so frustrated racing there. So next week should be really interesting for us. See, what day would that be? Okay, so next Saturday. So yeah, we probably will be doing another stream in Raceroom for SRS next Saturday. I really need to sit down and like look at all the dates and the calendar, see when they all fall, and like try to figure out the same day every week when we can do this. Because that's kind of how I want to do it. I don't want to just like sit there and grind out the same track over and over for, see, what would it be, 2 or 3 days for the first, yeah, it's all 2 days that you get to run the tracks. So yeah, I really just don't want to do race after race for 2 days trying to just like grind out my level and get higher up. See, if we click on standings, What does that show us? Nothing, literally nothing at all. I think we actually have to go to the SRS page to like view our progress so far, I want to say. Like I said, I am very new to SRS, so I'm not sure exactly how this all works. Let's go to... Would it be user CP? I don't think there's anything in here you guys could see. You shouldn't, so we're just going to go ahead and pop over. Okay, I might... What is this? Oh, that's literally nothing. Yeah, I really don't know. Is it view profile maybe? Well, I'm honestly really not sure. And while we're doing this, since I'm kind of just trying to figure out what's going on and where I need to look to see my ranking and stuff, I'll go ahead and put some music back on for you guys. Yeah, this is... Oh wait, is this it? Well, I'm really not sure then. I swear this is it, but we have nothing here. Oh, right there. So 90 points. Oh, we're fourth. I wonder how that worked out. Oh, I wonder if it had to do with, yeah, I was gonna say, I bet it has to do with incidents and getting penalized or something. What is SP? Oh, safety points, I bet. Okay. Incident average is 0, so I wonder if it only counts contact. Okay, well, we're a little better in the standings than I was expecting there. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you taking out the time to check out the stream. I hope you enjoyed the race. I know it wasn't like super exciting, we weren't at the front of the pack, but like I said, I didn't want to push too hard and just get in a wreck, spin out, fall all the way to the back or anything. I'd rather just race safely, stay like mid-pack or even towards the back as long as I'm not last. I really don't care. And just try to get some more experience, especially because I have so little experience in GT3 cars. I've raced them in Project Cars, Assetto Corsa, but a very small amount compared to like my experience racing any kind of vintage touring car, Group A, basically any like retro style race car. I've raced quite a bit. It's the modern stuff I'm just not really the biggest fan of. They're fun to drive, they're enjoyable, but I have a lot more fun in an old school car that's got more character to the way it drives, and it's more about how the driver's in control of the car and less about the driving aids assisting the driver, if that makes any sense. Because it does still come down to the driver in these cars, but you can still drive them decently regardless, just because of the driving aids helping you out. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the stream. I really do appreciate it. Consider hitting that like button down below if you did enjoy it, commenting, subscribing to the channel for more stuff like this. I am getting back on like a normal schedule. I've been actually trying to get ahead on work, so I always have stuff to upload, especially because our son's going to be here in like 25 days. I believe my wife's C-section scheduled for. So I got like 3 weeks to really try to get ahead on footage, so once he gets here I can kind of just relax a little bit on doing videos and stuff and still have stuff to upload, but be there for my wife to help her out as much as possible, especially because we do have 2 daughters, one's 3, one is 5 at home. So it's going to be a pretty rough time those first few weeks at least, till we kind of get used to everything, and until our new son actually gets over the whole newborn stage of not wanting to sleep, crying, and wanting to eat 24/7. Also guys, if you want to go purchase some merch to help the channel out, I do have some stuff over on Stream Elements merch and also Teespring. I did both just because Stream Elements kind of like gives you a really easy way of having multiple items without doing work for every single one, and then you can kind of go through and edit the design to get it to fit the way you want, whereas on Teespring you have to like individually do each item, and it's kind of a pain to set up. And if you do multiple items, they kind of all fall under the same collection. It's just a really weird thing. But I do have stuff set up on both of those for merch. I'm really happy with the design. I'm still honestly waiting on my sample for Teespring. This whole COVID-19 has really delayed the mail system in my area, it seems like. I was scheduled to get it the 28th according to tracking, and obviously now we're at the 3rd. And it's literally been like a 45-minute drive away from me roughly since the 27th. And then the 28th, it actually was supposed to be moving to the next location to get ready to be delivered, and is not updated since it left Gary, Indiana on the 28th. So probably not the greatest time to order it, but if you don't mind waiting guys, it really does help me out. It helps just put more into the channel, because really that's what I'm trying to do, is just put as much as I can in the channel, get the quality up as high as I can, and just really invest more time and energy into making the channel as good as I possibly can. I digress though guys, that's enough rambling on about merch and all this other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream off here. We did get a decent finish, I want to say overall. We raced cleanly, and that was what was most important to me. Anyways, once again guys, I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's staying entertained as best as you can right now. I know with all the lockdowns and stuff, that is pretty difficult. But until the next one guys, I hope you are doing great, and I'll see you in the next one.